everything you should know about Channelstv suspension and their involvement with IPOB. So, it is no news that on the 26th of April 2021, the National Broadcasting Commission in Nigeria suspended Channelstv and fined them the sum of 5 million naira for breaching broadcasting rights. The acting director of the NBC, Professor Armstrong, sent a letter containing this to the director of Channelstv. So in the letter, Professor Armstrong made reference to the 7 p.m. broadcast of Channelstv on Sunday, the 25th of April 2021. He accused them, or the letter accused them, of allowing indigenous people of Biafra leaders to make inciting comments and declarations on air without caution or reprimanding the leaders. So, in other words, what they are just saying in layman's language is that they said it's not because of the invite that is making them suspend the TV station as it's making run currently, but because they did not censor the words the leaders used on air. But I mean, it's a live broadcast. Is there a way to anticipate what they would say, or should they have just rehearsed with their guests and given them a list of words to use and not to use, so that the Nigerian government will not come and carry them? Because they said that the words they used were inciting against the Nigerian army. NBC said, contrary to the broadcast code, they allowed their guests make derogatory statements about the Nigerian army. But man, okay, well, Buhari is the commander-in-chief, grand commander-in-chief of the armed forces. So that means they said something about Buhari. Is that what they're trying to say? But come on, when Mieti Allah, the Katu people say these words, they do not take action against the media outfits that allow it act, or media outfits that broadcast this thing. They don't do nothing to them. So people are saying this is a fight against Channelstv and IPOB. And since NBC is not free from the government's hold, and since the federal government is threatened by the indigenous people of Biafra, they just decided to use Channelstv as scapegoats to deter other broadcasting outfits from giving, these people airtime. Some others are saying the Buhari-led administration will be the ruin of Nigeria, as no one will ever think of investing in this nation with all that is going on. Well, I think so too. Personally, the past few days in Nigeria is a call to us all. These are very critical times. Just in 24 hours, do you know how many kidnap and violent cases were reported in different parts of the country? And we are here censoring what the media outfit is airing. Where was the NBC when Channelstv did not broadcast the 2010-20 happenings? I mean, they were nice then, yeah. So they didn't see any reason to fine them. When injustice becomes law, resistance automatically becomes duty. Northern governments will continue chasing shadows in the south while their land is being overtaken by bandits, and because to them, human life is worthless. Some are saying since the problem is with the words of the leader, then they shouldn't have suspended them, that just fining them could do, or something like that. But then remember that NBC does not just fine or suspend people outrightly. They would have sent warnings to the station. And I think that after a certain number of warnings, the next blunder they make will attract punishment. So maybe they had already sent Channelstv several warnings in time past, and this, and then this one is the last straw. Because if not, they just suspended and fired them like that, and then they don't fine them exorbitant amount of money. They know that is, it remains small for it to finish, meaning they didn't really do well. I don't know, but then if it's just an outright strike against them, is it possible for Channels Television to sue because they are being unjustly punished? Just what I think. But if not, then maybe they had it coming. We never can tell. Someone else is saying that the leader too should have taken time to gather his thoughts before speaking because it is live. But then he understands that he was agitated and probably speaking from a place of emotion. Some other people said, what construction and communication matters? You are going on air and you want to speak against a government that has imprisoned men for their comments against the government on social media, and you did not think to censor your words What kind of activist are you? The speakers should be held responsible, not the TV station and our management, in my opinion. The show's producer could have gone through a list of words that shouldn't be said with their guest. And if they mention these words, the host could have directed the conversation back to the things that matter. But then, words na egg, it don't already fall. So NBC go capitalize on them, especially if they've been looking for a reason or any means to have something to use against the TV station. And like I suggested earlier, they just wanted to use them as scapegoats. So then they would, take control of whatever thing anybody might have said from that TV station. Biko, what derogatory word was used? Let us know, so we know the gravity of the word and its effect on the army's reputation. If the military thinks it's wrong, let them defend themselves. If the guest is right, why attack them? Unknown gunmen just kidnapped an ASP in Adamawa, and I'm expecting the military to deploy men to kill villagers. But no. Now, let this happen in the south or west. The next thing is to deploy gun trucks to kill people who have no hand in the mayhem. We cannot continue with this kind of injustice in this system. Nigeria basically belongs to the Northerners and Fulanis. Other tribes can't say nothing, but the North gets away with everything. Someone else is saying that if as bad as good luck's Jonathan's tenure was, we now call it the good times. We are definitely doomed as a nation. No cap. Channelstv people actually have taken their L in peace and have been calm through all of this brouhaha that is happening on social media and people coming to their defense and all of those things. People actually on Twitter have come to their defense and have been dragging the NBC by their tail on social media platform. The agenda, according to somebody, is to oppress the media so the truth will not be known. They just want their narrative, that is the federal government just wants their narrative to be the only one aired and accepted by the public. And what other way to do that than to silence one of the biggest media outfits operating in the country? That is what someone else thinks is happening currently in the nation. Now, my own question is this: what is freedom of speech? And how does it come to play in this situation? Because when you say freedom of speech, there are still some words that you cannot say, some words that will classify as treason. Just like one of the people commenting said, that a government that would take prison of somebody who says something they do not agree with on social media and then charge the person with treason. There's a man that is currently still being held in their custody and they've not released for saying something on social media concerning the president. So what is freedom of speech? And how does it come to play, especially with the issue with the IPOB members realizing that they are actually a community of people that are against the present government and want the division of the country, Nigeria? So how does that whole thing come into place? What do you think? Because I believe, though, that regardless of anything, Channelstv will bounce back from this all good and well. So until then, let me know what you think of freedom of speech and what do you think of the whole thing surrounding the Channelstv and the drama and all that. But then, me personally, I'll put my hands on my cheek and watch as the drama in the nation continues to unfold. So long live Nigeria, and long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless with the citizens too. Bye guys.